Hello everyone, welcome to Even the Scales. Thank you for clicking on my video today and I hope you're all having a good day. My name's Donna and today on my channel, unfortunately, I have to talk about my abusive neighbour again because I have to protect my home and my health from this person right now. First of all, I'd like to do an acknowledgement of country though and acknowledge the Dharawal people who are the true custodians of the land that I bring you these messages on today. I would also like to pay respect to elders past and present, as well as extend my respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are watching this video today. Over the past 24 hours, my abusive neighbour that I have been talking about in my posts on this channel has continued to stalk and harass me non-stop. Last night, once again, this person harassed me to the point so much that had me in tears, and I'm just at this point where I need help from this person. She just does not stop. She just does not stop. She's using her exhaust fan to put smell into my house, and what she's doing, she's burning hot oil, and it's like hot stinky oil, like fish and chip oil, and the smell's coming through to my house. This has been going on for 4 days now straight. The smell is absolutely sickening and it's really hot here right now, so it's making it even worse. And I noticed yesterday when I wiped my kitchen over, it's actually ruining my things. The oil or the grime from what she's putting through the exhaust fan is actually damaging my furniture, my blinds, my walls. It's gone all through my clothes, the smell. And I just need this. I need help from somebody out there. If there's anybody out there that can offer me any legal advice about this person, I would appreciate it so much. For those of you who haven't heard my story, my family, the majority of my community here in Campbelltown, the police and other authorities have been carrying out very cruel mind abuse on me for over a year now. And most of it stopped because I have been talking about it on this channel. And, you know, words getting out there of what these people have done to me. And it is the police, it is the justice system that are responsible for all this happening in the first place, because it's all a part of a huge police cover-up. And the police have actually been paying the community to stalk and harass me and bully me to the point where I get sick, pass away, or I just lose hope in my life and give up on life, which is never going to happen. That's why I created this channel, so that I have an outlet to talk about this. I have been purposely isolated by my community and my family because they're all a part of this as well. So yeah, that's why I used my channel for this. I wish I didn't have to use it for this. I wish I could be getting on here and helping people in regards to narcissistic abuse, because that's what I want to do in the future. But right now, the community, the police, my family, everyone's trying to hold me back from, you know, doing what I want to do in life because of some very corrupt, abusive police and civilians have committed some really, really heinous crimes. And I have spoke up about those crimes, and this is why this is being done to me. So from 5 a.m. this woman was making this smell come in my house all day yesterday. I made a video about it yesterday, and she continued to do it all through yesterday, through last night, to the point where I was begging her, please, can you please stop doing this? And I knocked on the wall, like I just went like that. Can you please stop what you're doing? Please. I was begging her, and she would not stop. And then this morning she's back up again doing it at 5 a.m. And then at about 8 o'clock, I went down to her house. I thought, I'm just going to face this lady and I'm just going to ask her nicely to her face, you know, can you please stop what you're doing? And she totally denied it. But I mean, this has been happening. This woman has played a very big role in the abuse, the mind control abuse that has been carried out on me over the past year. And she totally denied it, and she slammed the door in my face, and she told me to call the police. Well, this is because she's working with the police here. And because I have been speaking out about this on the channel, there's not many ways that the police can get to me now to abuse me. So they're using this neighbour to do so because she's the closest person that is to me. And she's able to affect me without anybody else knowing about it or seeing or anything like that. The police have placed an illegal listening device in my home, and the community can listen in through that listening device and hear everything I'm doing in my home, including this neighbour and other neighbours around here. They actually wear earpieces, and the police are allowing them to do this so that they can come up with creative ways to abuse me. So basically, these people are trying to force some kind of ending in my life, whether that be that my health deteriorates or, you know, they're trying to make me lose hope in life. And this woman's working with the police, and she said to me this morning, just before she slammed the door in my face, and I spoke to her very nicely. She slammed the door in my face and she said, ring the police. And this is because this is what they want me to do. They want me to ring the police because they want to say I'm delusional and that I'm just, you know, having delusions by smelling this smell in my house. But the thing is, I mean, it's starting to leave evidence. I don't use oil very much at all. And, you know, the fact that it's just coating my cupboards and my blinds, you know, I've got new blinds and they're being destroyed by this woman right now. And not only that, I shouldn't have to put up with this. I should not. I'm a good tenant here. I'm a good tenant. I don't bother anyone. I keep to myself. And apart from getting on here and sticking up for my life, that's all I do. Because of course I'm going to fight for my life. I'm not going to let this sit back and let this woman destroy my things and my health at all. I don't care if I've got to get on here twice a day and speak up about what this person's doing to me and the police, because she told me to call the police this morning. And I don't know if any of you have you know, heard what happened to me back in February of March last year. I was actually set up by the community and the staff at the Campbelltown Public Hospital to be taken there, held against my will for 5 weeks and put through extreme psychological torture. I've actually made a video about that, and you can actually find the link. I'll leave it in the description box for this video. You can go and have a look at that if you like it. It will tell you in detail of what they put me through at that hospital. It was all totally set up. I should never have been taken there to start with. And it's because of what they're trying to cover up, what the police are trying to cover up. They're trying to cover up for a rapist who is actually a police officer. And they're trying to cover up for a pedophile who is connected to my family. And I have spoke up about these things. I've also spoke up about how the police treated me while I have lived with family and domestic violence over the past 10 years. And this is what they don't want the public finding out about. I wrote a letter to the police just over a year ago, just explaining how police had treated me and how I had been treated unfairly every time I had contacted the police over the past 10 years. And it was just after I wrote that letter that all this started happening to me. The police started paying the community to abuse me. So right now, there is only this person that lives very close to me that is able to affect me. And it is just, she is just putting me through this intense abuse all day, every day. And what the police are doing is they will come along and they will stalk me as well. And if you go back and look at my other videos that I've made on this channel, in just about every one of those videos, I explain how the police have been stalking me in my home constantly, every day since last March. So they're all listening in on my home, this neighbour, the police, and when they hear me getting upset about what the neighbour's doing, they will come and stalk me just to, put that fear into me more that, there's no one to help me out of this. And they're working with her. They want me to call them so that when they come to my house, they can say, you're delusional, and then they can, try and get me to go back to the hospital or whatever. And I'm not falling for that ever again, because I went through hell in that hospital. And you can also go back and I'll also leave a link in the description box that explains the things that the police are actually covering up and why they are doing this to me in detail. So I will leave that link there too, for you to go and have a look at if you're interested. But yeah, right now, I'm being put through this intense harassment. This woman, she focuses more on my life than her own. If she sees me doing something online, this morning I put a comment up online about some of the abuse that I've been through in the past, and she will take advantage of opportunities like that. This is what they're doing. So they see me, thinking about something abusive from my past, so she will start abusing me intensely. So that's how closely she's watching my every single move. This woman watches my devices. She knows what I'm doing on my devices. She knows everywhere I'm going. She knows everything I'm doing, saying in my home. And she has been doing this for over a year. And it's not just her. There has been other neighbours involved as well, but a lot of the other neighbours have stopped. And it is just this woman now who just will not stop. And anyone would be, upset at what I am being put through. And it's like she's trying to constantly gaslight me to, have an emotional outburst at her so that she can call the police and, try and get me locked up or whatever. So if I've got to get on here, I don't care if I've got to get on here 3 times a day. Believe me, it's not what I want to use this channel for. But this is my life here. And I have PTSD, severe PTSD from what I've been through in my past. And this woman knows it. And so do the police. So they're trying to just, cause me to have a panic attack or a mental health breakdown. And it's just not going to happen, because I'm just going to keep speaking out about it and just exposing these people for what they're doing. So my main worry now is my health. This woman has me like this. And, I begged her last night, please stop, please. She would not stop. This woman is extremely cruel and callous. She doesn't care And she's very, very clever at lying. Very clever. Just like all narcissists are. But this is being done to affect my life. It's being done to try and end my life. This woman has literally been working for over a year to try and end my life. So if anything does happen to me, you know, God forbid, if anything does happen to me, just know, let it be known that this woman has not stopped abusing me for over a year and trying to affect my health. And the police too. I mean, the police are encouraging her. They will hear her abusing me. They will hear me getting upset about what she's doing. And then they will stalk me deliberately because she's doing that. And, you know, they're just laughing in my face. And last night they actually flew a helicopter over. I put a post up about it because that's what I'm doing. I mean, you know, I'm probably annoying putting these posts up, and it's not what I want to do. It's really not. It's not what I want to do, but I'm protecting my foundation here, my life. And they flew this chopper over last night when they knew that I was just so upset at the time about what this woman had been doing. So I have an illegal listening device in my home that the police have put there just so that the neighbours and the community can abuse me. And this woman is just relentless. So if there's anyone out there that can give me any legal advice, any help whatsoever, if there's anyone who lives around me that, you know, knows what's been going on, please speak up about it, please. Because, yeah, I need to protect myself. As I said, I have no help here. There's no help. The police have made sure that I am purposely isolated. If I do reach out to anyone for help, they go to that organisation or that person and either bribe them not to help me, or they just tell them that they can't help me. And my landlord is also in on this too, because I've tried to speak up to them about what's happening here and what other neighbours have done to me in the past. They have actually completely ignored me at times because they are in on this abuse. They have also even created setups to deliberately abuse me as a part of this. So, you know, I hope I don't have to get back on here today, but if I have to, I'm going to, because I'm going to continue to protect my life from this woman and the police right now. So if you've watched this video, thank you so much. If you can, I would appreciate it if you could, you know, share one of my videos just to let people know what's going on. Tell your friends what's going on here in Campbelltown, New South Wales. And, you know, I just want this listening device gone from my house. That is my main priority right now. So thanks again, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye for now, and God bless.